in the major leagues, but after this start, I just can't see them going to a six-man rotation. Probably back down to the minor leagues.
29. Garrett Cole has said, I'm fine. He said, I was ready to go. They gave everybody in the rotation an extra day.
It's become wise to, bring somebody up, give them a start, give the guys, especially this time of the year,
Foul. Nick Lentz, the home plate umpire. Brian O'Nora at first. Chris Siegel at second. The crew chief, Laz Diaz, is open. And that would have meant that everybody in the rotation would have pitched 3 times on normal rust. They didn't want to do that. Bat for a single. Check out the Yankee defense, brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. And we're going to concentrate. -8 defensive runs saved this season. Second worst among Major League first basemen. Jonathan Aranda is -9, but we're
the main cog in the offense so far. So you've got to find a play. It's been so good that Goldschmidt's been able to play for him.
He came up as a catcher. He was in the minor leagues as a catcher, and only now trying to master first base. Runner goes, big jump line. It's going to be a double play, and it is.
Hit, and he was off to the races. Catcher's interference. Oh no, you talk about a. Yeah, knocked the glove off of Austin Wells.
That is as you said, a big.
That didn't hit his hand. I mean, you hit the hand with the bat. He's back on the IL.
Stewart, a 6 RBI game yesterday. So McMahon decided to go to third to first. He didn't think he could go 5-4-3 for 2.
Yeah, he's moving to his right. Get rid of it, but just not enough time. That's too long of a throw to try to turn 2.
So first and second with 1 out, and there's Nathaniel Lowe.
If I pick up a bat that wasn't mine, and it just looked too weird to my hands.
But what if they made your bat and they painted it blue?
The same. We went over this yesterday, Mike. I'm not much into change,
Yeah, you're a bit peculiar. Paul and I both wish that we had an opportunity to tell our dads today how much we love them and thank them for what they did. But if you have the opportunity to...
Not an easy job, but a great job, isn't it, being a father?
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
The 0-2. Skied the other way, and a report brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Nick Lentz considered hitter-friendly, almost pinned. 61 calls challenged, 27 overturned. Good opportunity. He sets up all of his other pitches, and so far, he's throwing strikes. He's 0-2 on Low.
Yeah, I think they've changed. Remember Low? You remember in 2022, 29 home runs and hit 302. So solid hitter.
Not in time. Moving.
There's any bobble, anything. It's I don't remember Lowe being that good as a runner, but not even close.
Well, catcher's interference and 2 fielders' choices. So first and third, 2 outs, just underway here at the stadium. 1-0. Just missed, count 3-0 on Steer. Steer's 1 hit, 3-run home run.
Yeah, he's been struggling as of late, but boy, yesterday.
This fouled off.
I mean, notorious all year getting beat up back there with foul balls off the face mask and everything else. You got to figure that's.
Runner goes from first, 3-2. Swing and a miss, dialed it up the nuts. The Reds do not score. The New York Yankees coming to bat, and in what order? Well, let's listen.
Sure, really just a fastball to slider. Overpowering, though. I mean, who needs more? 2.01 ERA and an 8-1 record. 1 ERA. He's really just having an all-star year.
Made his major league debut against the Yankees at Great American. Struck out 7 in the first 3 innings. Gave up 1 hit, a single to Jazz Chisholm. The Yankees got to him in the 4th. Rice 3 runs, no walks, and 8 strikeouts. When he started, it was a day game.
Yeah.
And the shadows were unbelievable. He throws so hard that the Yankees had
not ideal conditions for a hitter. But I don't care. You see or not, that's nasty right there.
Check out the defense behind him. Arroyo, Steer, and Stewart third to first. Stevenson behind the plate and lowers the DH. Dominguez fouls it back.
Which, you know, overpowering fastballs. You saw the other one, 98. A lot of times you can.
Terry Francona said, I think there are even better days ahead. That's how good he can be. Slider's been effective for him with the strikeout, as you saw that stat.
When he's out of the lineup, you can still use him, right?
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
your game telicast.
Burns' complete arsenal, StatCast 3D by Google Cloud.
Well, you're going to see a couple extra pitches. That's slider and four-seamer. Four-seamers and sliders.
His last 8.
And you just hope that he comes into his own and shows what he has done in the minor leagues. And you're the bat and line it to right field.
Dominguez goes, pitches high, throw to second, not in time. Cases this year, and their catchers throw out runners at a 17.4% clip.
Yeah, Dominguez is something they used yesterday in this series, especially that, you know, you to continue.
Burns was the 2nd overall pick in the 2024 draft out of Wake Forest. Cleveland had the 1st. That was that 2024 draft. Pretty good draft. Look at them. Every single one of them. 3-2 on Bellinger.
Got Spencer Jones coming to the plate. When you get to the 2 strikes, because he has the ability to strike you out. So big opportunity here for Jones.
Driven into left center. Blade is there to make the play. Every day for a chance at a profit boost if your selected player hits a home run. And here are the featured home run odds for today's players. Spencer Jones was 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Chisholm 1 for 7 in the series. The 1 was a home run. Good speed on the bases for the Yankees. In the bottom of the 1st inning, rubber game of this
bat. Jazz is featuring today, right? I mean, it's Father's Day edition, obviously, but we've talked about.
Runners go, and a double steal, no throw whatsoever.
Well, base hit just got that much bigger pressure on the catcher, and in trying to force you know, Burns to really.
No, said Laz Diaz. Three and two.
You go back to that last pitch, and we've talked about checking, or it's just automatically called.
I think they checked.
All right.
On the video. Popped up. Who's going to get it? Stewart coming on. Calls off the catcher Stevenson and makes the play. And you get 1 challenge. And if you get it right, you keep that challenge. Grounded to 3rd. Mick Juarez.
Suarez really been struggling, but you know, he's a home run hitter, doesn't run that great. So McMahon.
Paul, I have to send out birthday wishes to a very close celebrating her 103rd birthday.
Oh, no, those are the ones you want to hear. Give you a lot of hope for the 3, and you're 90. You still got a ways to go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Happy birthday from everybody here at Yes, Margaret. Baseball is your companion for about 7 months, every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty of baseball.
You're playing the game of baseball with your life. You're playing every single day. But now that you're out of the game, and especially now that we're in the game, it's just part of your life.
2-2, lights on here in the Bronx.
I don't know if they're taking much effect on this.
Chopped slowly, charging. Volpe stays with the bat.
Times, moving himself into an awkward play, but you have no choice here. It's an in-between hop because
31 with a .364 on base percentage. That was a strike.
With Rodriguez being such a hard throw, and we've noted numerous times against the Reds who don't hit.
Stevenson grounds out 1-2-3 inning. 3 ground balls for Rodriguez. We're going to do a documentary on them. We're going to follow them the whole year. So great you see these generations, and we talk about this on Mother's Day as well. It's between kids and their parents. They like different music and stuff like that. But a common denominator is sports. A sport like baseball. For start off the bottom of the second. 1-0. Milwaukee in a 3-game set. Yankees head to Detroit for a 3-game series against the Tigers.
Games go right back to Cincinnati. That just it really does not happen that much throughout the course of the year where you just go onto the road.
Kind of waved at that one. Tough slider. 2-2. Wants to send out happy Father's Day wishes to his dad, Robert, who watches the games.
He doesn't have.
And that one is for Robert. A base hit to right center field. So Cabrera.
Defensively fun to watch because, he fouled off a couple sliders and just pokes one to right center field. And now that, he's on first, being able to score runs with speed, getting big hits.
Cabrera, 16 still. Fouled away by McMahon. Throw to second. They got him. He overslid. He was in there and he overslid.
At it, I'm sure, but he got a good jump. Getting ready to watch the umpire say safe.
I think his toe's still on there.
Well, his initial hand beat the tag. Yeah, if the toe.
1-2. Yankees have had some long ABs against Burns, so we want to get him out of there. Rice.
What a difference. So you look at it, you get a course of stealing. It's kind of a bad slide. So you're called out, and then you get a ground out. You could be at third base setting up an easy up.
Missed 12 games with cervical headaches.
I think simply when he went on the IL, and you want to kind of shut the book on that. You have a couple of good at bats. You can just say, hey, you know what? Back where you were before you went on the IL.
Sunglasses, which he normally doesn't, and his sunglasses are a different color when he's batting. I wonder if the sight also has something to do When I start doing that, I'll tell you.
You're still the old grumpy guy, I know.
Yeah. All he has to be league average as a catcher offensively, and he hasn't been doing that so far, but they're not pitching staff. They just need league average out of him. Watches it go into the seats. Years in this year, it's stark. The OPS 715, now 533, was a big time WAR catcher, and not the slider. And the Yankees go down in the second without scoring, and we'll go to the third.
The sinker or the split change.
Well, he's looked good so far. Now Manuel has done a great job filling up about Jazz Chisholm and where he fouled the ball off.
Yeah, that was a tough first story, right?
You're on camera for the first time. I'm sharing this space with you guys, and it happens to be Jazz Chisholm talking about his cup.
Booth, or whether you're down there, believe me, at home plate in front of 50,000 people rolling around, not fun.
Well, man,
I'll always remember it, Michael. I appreciate that. I'll remember Jazz vehemently in the clubhouse saying, freak accident, no cup.
Driven out into left field. Caballero will put it away.
The athletic, that's why you can put him in all these positions. And, you know, the ball he caught in left center field the other day, I mean, that's a good play.
So one away, back to the top of the order, and Blake Dunn, who led off the game with a single to right center. Two and on. Had a good series, 5 for 9. Chopped right side. One of the toughest things for new first baseman is how far right do you go, or do you let Jazz Chisholm field that?
Yeah, but he kind of got into an awkward in-between hop, and it made a tough play. But they're going to give him a hit on that.
That was in the first inning.
Well, Dunn was off to the races when he got on base in the first inning. So
you know, it's interesting because we had one in yesterday's game. Catchers in seasons, including the shortened 2020 season. And this year, baseball's on pace for 103 catchers in the Yankees going to take a look.
Side part of the bag to make that tag more difficult, and it came into play right there.
And that's one of the cases. Right-hander has to take it all the way around the body. 3-0 on Blade.
Will get all the way back to their body, where now they're moving the glove forward a little bit, which you know, you have a tendency.
In center. 2 outs.
So you're looking at Spencer Jones, and it just occurred.
They'll run more tests to see how the hamstring is healing, but he's doing things that they wouldn't expect him to be doing this early in the IL stint. So
Aaron Boone was talking about how pleased he is ahead of schedule for Trent Grisham, doing things that you wouldn't expect yesterday. And to his right side was Jose Caballero, and to his left side was Jason Dominguez working. Aaron Boone not giving a timetable yet. All of that is TBD, but very happy with where Trent Grisham is.
And the odd thing, Matt, he dug out before the game in the outfield as well, but when they did the MRI, it showed a little bit of a strain, a moderate strain.
Symptomatic element since he went down. You mentioned it. Right after, he was mobile, he was moving, so that was
2-2 on Stewart.
In these situations, 2 outs, got an opportunity to get out of this inning with a man in scoring position. Got to make your pick.
2-2. In the third, 0-0. Each team with 2 hits. Pitch upstairs. Good breaking ball. Stewart down on strikes. No runs a hit. One man left. We go to the bottom of the third.
League player, and then lost his, went to the service like a lot of other guys did, and lost his little window of opportunity. That you are your kids' heroes, and you really got to take that into it's so true.
1-2. Grounded foul. Volpe in his last 7 games hitting well, 10 hit.
The way he's staying through the ball at a level swing. You're seeing much more line drives. There was an at-bat the other day. I'm like, oh no, staying through the ball a lot more, which is going to allow him to hit the ball all over the ballpark.
Up to 267 on the season, a home run, 13 ribbies. Goes down to 147 pitches as we start the third inning. And he checks a swing and a walk for Volpe. That was an 8.
I mean, I think it's a definite game plan. The Yankees coming into this series, we're going to try everything. It's pretty much been safe.
Yep, 3 for 4 so far today. Very close by Stewart.
Yeah, definitely. He and Caballero love to get that little jump going towards second base, but
Burns, for a hard thrower, has a very quick move. Volpe a little bit closer to first base now, there by Rice.
It felt like 0-2 was a good time to run, because a lot of times pitchers are going to make a good throw.
He was leaning, just got in ahead of the tag, and that little hop, Paul.
They call it first base.
Yeah, it looks like he's out. It's just too much movement to be able to change directions and get back to first, possibly blocking the base or something. Yeah, his foot there, so it want to be blocked. You see, as he's diving, he has to get around that foot, which really not.
But umpire said, well, look, there's no place for me to slide.
To point out that, Stewart is not allowed to really block the base without the ball.
Shown on the board in center field, but the umpire is not taking it all in.
Cincinnati retains.
Both you don't see base, don't get me wrong, but you want to be able to go straight to the back corner, where you watch that back corner's almost blocked, where he has to go.
Foul back. You have to give a player a place to slide. High drive, right field. Home run for Rice. Yankees on the board. It's 1-0.
And Rice, 22 on the year, catches up with a high fastball. You got to have your mechanics spot on. Hawked it out of here.
We're out number 2.
It's very hard to stay through that. That's not even a strike. Those blue bats got good.
There's a strike to Bellinger's, the sun peeking through. So with 22 home runs, he's 6 behind.
I just happened to catch his last at bat, and then I saw Harper had the cycle. He had 3 home runs.
And grounded softly up the middle, and it's booted by Arroyo.
Yeah, I think Steer actually caused him some issue here. This ball, and then you look at this cycle and a 3 home game.
But Lou had 4 home runs that game. Bellinger goes. Pitches high. Throw to second. He's in there. Stone.
Good swipe tag. Cody Bellinger might have got that back foot in there. Was not quick to get the glove across.
And if he had kept the glove on. Pitcher's a ball. 1-0 count now on Jones. And the pitch. And Jones goes down on strikes. But the Yankees deep is 20 seconds you can support. Visit MLBtogether.com/Father's Day to learn more. Tri-State Cadillac scoreboard. 1-0. The Yankees gave all of their starters an extra day. It's supposed to be cold today. He'll pitch tomorrow night. Cam Schlittler was supposed to start Wednesday. Now he'll start against the Red Sox in his home state of Massachusetts.
Past starts against the Red Sox have been good.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Game with runners on. Rodriguez was able to get some ground balls. That's when you want to try to get that sinker in.
Missed again. There's a strike.
Yeah, it's a much better pitch selector right there. You have such a tendency to beat it in the ground, and that's what you're looking for here. Feel like a pitcher today, Michael. I'm looking at a slider away or a two-seamer in right here. Right? The slider. Yeah, there we go.
Look at you. Look at you. Cooking up something. Games as a reliever. 15 strikeouts in 11 in the third. That's intriguing. Angel Chavihi, last 7 games, and he's been dealing. And there's a strike. For Rodriguez on the roster, sent down Jake Bird after yesterday's game. And to make room for Wells, they sent down J.C. Escar.
Wells, you got a right-handed now, so you're going to have 4 or 5 left-handed pitchers on this road.
Two and 2. His 22nd of the year. Swing and a miss. Suarez.
I mean, he has a swing and a miss breaking ball, and you see it right there. Suarez been struggling, get ahead, put him away.
For Elmer Rodriguez. Here's Noelvi Marte. You can see Wells pointed at Rodriguez. That's a good pitch.
It's a good miss. I mean, you didn't miss up and away. You didn't miss. It was down and away.
Line into right field. It's a base hit. Jason Dominguez will get it.
You'll see when two-seamers are up in the strike zone, they lose their sink. And you see it just kind of goes sideways, which is much.
Little conference on the
game against a really solid pitcher on the other end. You got to realize these are huge situations in the game.
Rodriguez pitching on 6 days rest. 2 outs here on the 4th. Here's Tyler Stevenson against the Yankee rookie righty. Away and out of play. April 21st, they have 73 home runs, and 151 of their 321 runs have scored via ballpark, which yields home runs. And he could be back for that Milwaukee series.
Better they missed the Miz.
They have Woodruff, Sproat, and Drowan. He's missing outside now on the count 3-1.
Not able to hit the outside corner since.
Left field, going back, Caballero on the track. See ya. Into the bullpen. That's what they do.
Well, Stevenson's 6th of the year, but he got into a hitter's count, 401 feet. And it kind of just leaks.
So here is Arroyo. Until this inning, leadoff walk, 2 strikeouts and a single right, and a 3-run home run. Stevenson's home run. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Sports app. So that game starting at an odd time, 6 o'clock, because there's a big Ford fireworks event. Yankees down by 2. Jazz Chisholm Jr. leads off. Been a disappointment, 32-24, but they're 10-6 in June. And Paul, yep, on Wednesday.
Yankees. I mean, obviously he's going to be a hot item on the trade rumor mill. Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox. I mean, those are the big markets that supposedly have interest.
Wild card gives life to teams. They're only 5.5 games out of a wild card.
And you remember a couple playoffs.
It's a new kind of microsurgery to remove the loose bodies in the elbow, so it's less invasive. And up behind the plate, Stevenson throws away the mask, but it's over the screen and seats. Jazz. And Emmanuel's just happy it wasn't him.
A heat-seeking missile over there.
Likelihood Jazz will be going. Makes a big turn, now heads back. Got to bring up Caballero, 100 to hit 1 or more home runs. Chisholm leads the Yankees with 21 stolen bases. So
Jazz a lot of times seems to like to kind of feel out the pitcher's move, go later in the count, bring in a little, you know, you've got that hole over there if you get something to, you know, to punch over there. But problem that for strike 1, but you get late in the count, then obviously you can't worry about whether he's running or not.
Coming into the game, the Yankees led the American League with 74 stolen bases, and Chisholm is second or third in the American League. Bobby Witt Jr. is first. Chisholm's going. They're throwing second in this game.
Well, Stevenson throw on the shortstop side of second base, so there's going to be no.
And Bobby Witt Jr. leads with 28. He's on the IL.
Yeah, I mean, it must have been a blowout to start with to have 8 at bats, but I think I read somebody had 8 stolen bases. Forgot about that. Thanks for correcting.
You got it. So. Two and 2. Jazz Chisholm at second, nobody out. Yankees down by 2, 3-1, bottom of the 4th. Suarez. 1 out.
To Suarez, but now the stolen base of third base comes into play for Jazz. Trying to get in.
McMahon grounded to first. That was in the second. To left field. Letting the ball travel deep. Burns came into the game with a 2.01 ERA with the home run. Grounded foul. That intent on stealing third with a lefty up. Obviously Stevenson has a clear throw to third. Has to protect. And he will go to third. Delayed steal.
Ran on a changeup, and we haven't seen many changeups. Like 3 hops, and that kind of puts you in a position of right when the catcher is throwing the ball back to the pitcher. It's kind of a.
And Wells takes a strike. Wells struck out in the second inning.
Good time for Wells to kind of get a little attitude adjustment here, huh? Big hit right here, kind of.
On the left side, Suarez will make the play, and that'll do it. So the leadoff single and the 2 stolen bases. Yep, we both have it. It shouldn't be an 8. I think it's easier than an 8. Audi scoreboard 3. Takes pitch outside 1-0. Hill and Blackburn up for the undone. And a walk.
I don't think Rodriguez did anything today that didn't take a bit more.
Well, with Blade coming up, they're going to call on Hill. That'll do it for Rodriguez. Stay where you are. 16 with a left elbow bone bruise. Rotate today. Here in the 5th inning with a runner on first base and nobody out. Yankees down 3-1. Rip foul. Since the only one you can see them staying away from is Yarbrough. Yankees 1 short.
That was another rocket down in the camera well. Emmanuel, better keep your head down over there.
I've learned you cannot keep your head down at any moment when you're in this position.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Side. Runner goes, big jump. And Dunn is out.
Well, Bobby does what you're supposed to do is hold the tag now. With the replay, you can see guys coming off the bag. But it's continually, you see that the momentum just takes you off the bag. By going head first.
Why do you think they do it?
I don't know. I think Pete Rose started a trend in position as a middle infielder. If a guy's coming in there head first, you have no fear. The guy coming in with the spikes up, he used that.
He sharpened the spikes and came in. He is a rookie, and he's had 2 games this year where he's had 6 RBIs, and the major league record is 350 for the Red Sox. That one's off the wall in right field. Dominguez gets the ball. Stewart's a pretty confident guy, Paul. So he works out with Manny Machado in the offseason. And before, so they were playing the Padres and he hit a home run. As he's rounding 30 points to his wrist, forget that.
You know, Stewart hit that ball hard, but you've got to look at the field. It's just going to take time, reps, where you see the route of the ball.
Softly charging is Jazz, and they just got low.
Now that's a much.
We're halfway through. Yankees down by 2.
Burns, and he's impressive.
Bottom Bottom of the fifth inning, Anthony Volpe fouls off the first pitch. After Anthony. I got a stat's going to knock your eyes out.
Knock my socks off?
That too.
All right.
Finally gets called up. Do you know that his WAR is 1? And I bring that up because Kyle Tucker, and they just dropped him down to 7th, the Dodgers, in their order.
Has so much confidence. And why not? I mean, and I just think if you look at Rodriguez tonight, it's forcing him to use that two-seamer in and out, in and out, in and out, where he has complete control. A pitch in the middle of an inning where he threw a cutter. You don't need a third pitch. You have to command that two-seamer. But I think you can learn from watching Burns how good you can be by just having command of 2 pitches.
3 out of Rice. Ball 4 or so. I don't know if he got scared off. And Stevenson goes out to talk with his pitcher, and Jason Dominguez waiting at the plate. Single in the first. Then stole 2 bases, grounded out to third. Yeah, it does. Coming back. I mean, he is strong.
That's why I was, first time I saw him, I was just blown away by his speed.
Switch hitter who's batting much better from the right side. Left side's his unnatural side. He's a natural right-handed hitter. But when you're in the minors and all the injuries, handed pitchers. Oh, 2. So this season he's been dominating from the right side. I mean, limited time with 20 at bat. 0-2. That one through the legs of Stevenson.
A breaking ball in the dirt, and it just went right through the. You're running around when guys are stealing bases.
Good take, but it's going to be challenged by Stevenson. Yeah, he is. And that's strike 3.
Call is overturned. Hitter is out.
Back to being a catcher. If you just challenge and prove the umpire wrong, obviously with a really close
big cut.
Once in a while you come from the on deck circle looking for one pitch. Looked like he was sitting on.
Lefty Sam Mole. The spot in the order where the Yankees have 3 lefties in a row: Bellinger, Jones, and Chisholm. Strikeouts in the inning for Burns. His second child. Byron Buxton having himself a season red hot. Last 13 games in Tarek Skubal. Paul Blackburn on for the Yankees in the middle when they come back from a 4-game series in Boston. Soft ground ball. McMahon. Ground ball at third. McMahon.
I was just thinking they better try somebody different. Some things you can teach, Michael, and some things you're just given. And great hands and the ability to field the man has.
Here's Noelvi Marte. Center field coming on Dominguez. An easy 1-2-3 inning for Paul Blackburn. Saw Eugenio. Well, the Yankees are done with Chase Burns. Mole. Last 5 appearances have not been great for him. 6 runs. 34 years old, 7 catch. So they bring in the lefty Mole, and the Yankees send Schumann up to pinch hit for Spencer Jones.
Bullpen here where the Yankees need to do some damage to get back into this game.
Lefty's hitting 183, has a very high ERA at Great American Ballpark, 1.69 on the road. Yankees didn't allow a run. throwing pitches in the 40s. And this year is 417. And with him pitching yesterday, 460.
He went right above Ohtani.
Yep. Needs to get on here. Here's the 1-1. 2-1. Popped up, shallow. Will fly out to right. Gonna be very. And then Schumann and right. Remember, the DH today is Bellinger, so you don't want to lose the DH. Fourth inning. Yankees have 6 on the game. He said, in his opinion, teams value 3 things from pitchers: if you throw hard, if you have a swing and miss pitch, and if you... So I said, all right, I'm just going to throw cutters.
He's got an awkward delivery. Watch, you kind of heard the numbers earlier Michael gave you, and it's all about his delivery. It's going to make it tough lefty on.
Two and 2 on Josh Chisholm. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, the rubber game of a 3-game baseball after a tremendous start through April. Popped up. Stevenson shades his eyes and watches it.
You spend years.
Swing and a miss. Get birthday and get a special Yankees cap. First 18,000 guests in attendance receive a red, white, and blue Yankees cap courtesy.
I can remember 1976, the big bicentennial, Michael. How in the world, looking back at young teenager running around this.
And it seemed like a bigger deal was made of the bicentennial than
First going off, and there was this thing I remember you bought 7-Up cans, and they had it was Uncle Sam pointing at you, and I'll never forget that to this day.
Did the O'Neill boys get those 50 cans? 3-0. Maul to Caballero.
What's going on there? Food police. She slid it over his shoulder like, what do you got?
Now Schlittler's got it.
See, pitchers that aren't pitching have way too much time on their hands, huh?
The 3-0. I'd say a pitcher coming off a good start.
Sit and dwell on it for a while, that's for sure.
Out of the year here at Yankee Stadium on a Father's Day in the Bronx. And the payoff. And Caballero works a walk. Let's see who they send up.
That'd be Rosario. Do the same, but it looks like pitching coach is going to come out and go for a scouting report.
Matt Tracy is the acting pitching coach. Derek Johnson. One and 0. Caballero leads off first, held by Stewart.
One swing of the bat can tie this up. It's really not in the best interest of the Yankees to try to steal a base.
third. A pinch hit single for Rosario. And the Yankees have the tying runners on.
Yeah, I think they're going to up in the bullpen right now. So Goldschmidt looks like he's going to get an at-bat against a lefty.
I'm really surprised they don't have a righty up, because you're allowing Boone to go to his right-handers with impunity.
By Goldschmidt having a day off, I mean, this is the ideal situation. You know, kind of a game-changing at-bat right.
Yankees 0 for the last 23 with the runners in scoring position, going back for 23. And they're usually very good. This season, they're 9th in average with. Swings at the first pitch and lofts it to right field. Marte is 6th inning. So Caballero moves to center, and Schumann takes over in left with Rosario at third. He's feeding somebody behind him.
Got a good chance of hitting him. Oh, just missed that right here.
Go back to the bullpen, bring on Hedrick. 1 out here in the 7th. Strikeout per inning. Well, he had 4 hits and 5 at bats.
Michael, when you're 190, you're afraid to peek up there. When you start inch up to 250 or something, then you
game hitting 255. He's 0 for 2 today.
The Reds look like they're one of those games where they had the big blow, the home run, and then all of a sudden they're just going to try to hold on. It's been shut down offensively, obviously because of Burns, but now in that bullpen, they've got.
Help America's Heroes. Donate $11 a month and app. The Yankees have used their fly ball center field. Caballero in right center will put it away. And the Yankee bullpen works a 1-2-3. Caleb Ferguson, the new pitcher.
I don't know if you heard between innings, but I was up. Everybody was up singing the old John Denver. So
they're waiting for some offense to
it's all time. Griffey's, Bonds, they got to be right.
You think?
Felipe Alou, Moises Alou.
1-2. 2-2. Ferguson got 5 outs on Friday. Worked around a Dominguez single in that game. That'll bring up Ben Rice. He had a home run in the 3rd. We'll take a look at the exit velocity presented by Spectrum. Told you the Yankees 0 coming via the home run. Pretty cool back of the uniform for Stevenson. Father's Day, little barbecue.
For uniform, equipment, everything now.
And in the front, they have a spatula. You man the grill, or you let somebody else
years
do it?
ago I did. I got over it. My kids are old enough. I'd rather go to their house and have them cook a little bit.
So,
well, behind closed doors, if they don't watch me close, I might take a nibble or two.
Time. An infield single for Rice.
Yeah, Suarez had all kind of trouble once he caught this ball. Plenty of time. Base Ben Rice hustling down the line, turned it into a single. You're right, didn't have a grip on the ball, so you really can't get much on it.
So here's Dominguez batting on Friday. And a strike. Ground ball is short. There's one. On to first. Not in time. And it's the fourth time that 3 Yankees have had 2 stolen bases in a game. And the first time since the dead ball.
Yeah, along with those stolen bases, when you look back, you had as good as the running game has been, it also hurt them in a couple of opportunities early in the game.
You can see. Oh, 2 quickly on Bellinger. He's 1 for 2. Infield single. Stolen base. 1 swing away from tying the game. Grounded second base. Steer gets Bellinger. That'll do it. Yankees tonight at 8:30 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. J.J. Bleday. Hedrick's still in there. Yankees scored 5 runs on Friday. Got great pitching in that one from Schlittler. They scored. Soft ground ball, Jazz Chisholm.
Cuts the crowd down too. I mean, everybody. I mean, we've had great crowds this whole homestand, and you had a sold-out crowd scoring some runs.
So Sanchez has. And now it's just a little bit of a stall. Hasn't signaled yet.
That guy was never an MVP, I'll tell you that.
No, 4-time world champion and a batting, 5-time world champion and a batting champion. Fernando Cruz came to the Yankees from the Reds in a deal for Jose Trevino. He's on. "41 strikeouts in 32 innings. About Stewart, he's a rookie, Paul, and he's the most aggressive player in the majors in challenging strike calls. 20 of them.
That's pretty good. I guess you would, like early, you probably just take it on the chin. You know, if you have some good luck, then you feel like you know the strike zone a little bit better. Looking at those clips between innings, Mike, it just occurred to me, Deion Sanders, you know, the Reds, the Yankees.
Great stuff. Well, he's prime time. Huh?
You can tell when a hitter misses a pitch he thinks he should have hit. Did you? That's like, man, I got the one.
Here's low. Foul ball. Top of the 8th inning, 3-1 Reds. Two and one, the splitter low. Too low.
Fouling off those fastballs. Good one. You going to the dugout.
3-2 on low. As they're trying to make up a 2-run deficit. Yankees about hit the Reds 7-5, but that big 3-run home run by Towers popped up. Rosario in foul territory makes the play, and that'll do it. Yankees, the Twins. Some defensive changes as well. Arroyo moves from short to second, and McCain comes in to play shortstop.
They're ready to rock and roll up there.
Swing and a miss. Schumann down.
Well, the wave made it all the way around.
And Norway plays Senegal tomorrow at MetLife. Well, it's not supposed to be called MetLife. It's New York, New Jersey State. Another sponsor that is not involved with them. So the stadium in Philly is not. The Yankee bats have just been very silent in this game. 2 away here in the 8th.
And then you start to see the frustration, you know, that just everything was going well, and all of a sudden the last couple of days.
Santillan has taken a closer role for the Reds. 6 straight scoreless games. Emilio Pagano, before a left hamstring strain, put him on the IL on May 5th. Walk, pitch outside. Go down quietly 1-2-3 against Santillan. Comes on to try to get the 3 out. Chisholm. The ball goes under his glove and into center field. A base hit for Steer.
Look at this.
And going to second. Baseball when the crowd letting the Yankees hear it.
Yeah, the ball was gloved by, again, I mean, this ball has to just be played in the infield. But Steer, unbelievable, was going 2 all the way base.
Well, that's have to bring the infield in. Suarez fouls it off.
I did hear that a long time ago.
So Steer's at third.
So hard as a runner at third. No out. Steer's not going to take a chance.
Strike 2.
Hitters challenging.
Suarez going to challenge. And he's going to lose that challenge.
Call.
If you look at it, Suarez's strike is, the ball doesn't have that pitch. Everything he has is hard, the cutter and the sinker.
And the 3-2 swing.
And a good one in a 3-2 pitch. Definitely a strikeout pitch there.
Infield remains in. Steer at third. Martin misses the outside corner. Tough. Shit in front of you. Slider fouled off. Count 2-1. Wall in the corner, can't make the play, bounces into the seats for a double. Steer will score, and it's 4-1.
And here, ball kind of going in. He went away from the slider and went back to a 2-seamer.
The 3-run home run in the 4th inning, which has held up to this point. 4-1 Reds. We're in the 9th inning. Beautiful Father's Day.
Everything's perfect and beautiful except for the scoreboard.
Yep. Nolan Ryan's fastball, but they didn't have the technology they have now. It measured at about 100 miles an hour.
Right.
And Jason, and do you buy that?
I do, because the old radar guns would pick up the baseball closer to home plate.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly do believe that.
Grounded, third base. Rosario. For the time, really underestimated Gooden's fastball.
Yeah, there were a few guys that you hear the old cliche. It's almost like you could hear the buzzing of the seams. They were throwing so hard.
For a World Series game, and he heard the buzz of the curveball, too. Four-1 Reds. Reds lead. If you want to look ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it's the bottom. In the 6th inning, when sent up Goldschmidt to hit for Wells, and he swung at the first pitch with runners running on their bench.
Well, that was the opportunity. I mean, you got Goldschmidt against a lefty. I mean, he's been so just didn't work out. $102. I mean, he's 100 plus in regularity. It's amazing to me. We go over time.
Well, there's obviously a reason, though, because his stuff would indicate he shouldn't get hit. Yeah. As Arroyo works a walk to face Benintendi, and I mean, he just turned it around, a ground slam and an eye blink.
First, you got to know location too. I don't care how hard you throw. That was an inside pitch, and Benintendi, we had talked about it. It kind of switches on what they're trying to do.
Well, after the final out, get highlights, analysis, clubhouse interviews, and we'll hear post game. And out, 1 run already in. Chicago in that series, so they are 11-6 this month. Our coverage begins at 4. First pitch right around 6:05. Fouled straight. Rodriguez started, then Tim Hill, Blackburn, Hedrick, Cruz, and now Doval. Marte off second. Arroyo is off first. Tampa Bay beat Washington 4-3. So the Yankees don't come back. The Rays can on the slider. But one big run, 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left. Bottom of the 9th coming up. A hit with runners in scoring position.
Rosario, number 14.
So outs in the 9th. Check swing. Ferguson and Santillan. They're going to ask Santillan to get a 2-inning save. 0-2. Rosario. One and two out of 3 from the White Sox. And if they don't rally, they'll lose 2 out of 3 to the Reds. So Dunn makes the play. 1 out here in the 9th.
The way that today has been, it's just like they can really never get something really going. And the one opportunity.
Here's Sanchez, took over behind the plate after Goldschmidt hit for Wells. Wells was shallow center. Dunn puts it away. The Yankees are down to their final out. So they're in danger of losing the series right here. One away from that as Volpe comes. Runners get to the top of the order. Some of the mashers that could do some damage here. And into center field, and that will do it as Dunn makes the play, records all three putout. Lackluster offensive performance by the Yanks.
Yeah, Chase Burns has a lot to do with that. The Cincinnati starter, really good stop. This series, you didn't think that you were going to lose the last two to the Cincinnati Reds, but that's the way this thing goes, going to road.